I have in front of me, it was nice whoever left this. I have Dirt 49-6. A little off on that prediction.
Little off on that. Uh-oh, trouble in paradise.
I will tell you, I thought Friday I had seen it. And then Saturday, you're anti-Big Nooner. I'm been awake for hours, so I'm pro-Big Nooner.
Oh, yeah. We got up, went to breakfast early, and then came back.
It's delightful. I was like, oh, great. I have a game that I can scratch off the old list because I could not care less about Northwestern Oregon.
Well, then I woke up and I got texts. It's like, okay, there's a giant thunderstorm. Are we going to get a delay? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
blah.
looked like the game was going to be delayed there for a while.
And I was like, oh, boy, here we go.
Well, I think on Friday's show, I either said it or I thought it. I hadn't seen Northwestern Stadium, and I will tell you, it's the most depressing, pathetic stadium I've ever seen in a power conference.
It's a high school stadium.
Yeah,
literally, there are
a practice field that they put bleachers up. That's where they play.
There are stadiums
and
in
Dusty
Texas
said it
high
was
school
like
that
a
are bad.
mile-and-a-half walk to the visitors' locker room from the field.
Yikes.
I think when you watch because I had remember seeing like highlights. I don't think I'd ever watch a Northwestern game, and then you see pictures of it, and you're like, all right, that's pretty small. And then when you watch it on television, like for a full game,
it was
You
jarring.
thought you were watching college soccer or something.
Legitimately, yeah. I mean, I think for Oregon, it probably felt like more like a fall scrimmage than it did an actual game.
I considering what they did over there, that's got to be one of the more difficult games to get yourself oriented and fired up and into.
It's a unique setting that you will never play in again the rest of your career.
And you're way better you're way better than your opponent.
It's just hard to get up for crap teams, and then you add the element of like, are we on a weather delay? No.
Yeah.
Are we? Yes. Maybe. No. Yes. No. Okay, let's kick. And then you play in a stadium, and I've been to Oregon State's soccer stadium. It, honest to God, reminded me of Oregon State's soccer stadium.
Same thing. It was, I think the big noon thing for me mainly was, like, I'm not opposed to games being on at 9 a.m. It was the stadium mixed with the 9 a.m. start, mixed with the flow of the game was horrible. Like, there was a stretch at the end of the first quarter where Oregon scored a touchdown to go up 7-0. Mm-hmm. They went TV timeout after the touchdown. Oregon kicked the ball off. Northwestern ball, TV timeout. Come back. Northwestern goes 3 and out, so it's a quick series. Yeah. TV timeout. They punt the ball to Oregon. Oregon runs one play. It's the end of the first quarter. TV timeout. Like, it just was the flow of it. And I heard people saying that who were there at the stadium, that every time there was a bit of momentum or you kind of get into a rhythm, here comes a 4.5, 5-minute television commercial because Fox has to make all this money back. And then you just kind of lose your rhythm and you lose your flow.
Yeah, because Northwestern on their first drive, they held it for a while.
They used up half of the first quarter.
And so
Oregon only had 4 possessions in the entire first half.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 10-0 felt weird, and then you're like, they've only had the ball 3 times near the end of the first half, and then they scored on their 4th possession to make it 17-0. But I think they had 4 or 5 possessions in the first quarter against Oklahoma State a week ago, and they only had 4 the entire half on Saturday.
When you have 2 play drives, it makes it go quickly.
It does go a lot faster.
You know, I watched Lanning's postgame. I expected maybe kind of not a fired-up Lanning because he won the game going away, and it never really was in doubt, even if you were somewhat alarmed by the results in some ways. I think he kind of was just echoing what you're saying of just like, we didn't really have a lot of possessions, right? Like,
yeah.
And so, like, yeah, you won. You didn't cover the number, and there were some things they clean up, and we'll get to that at 7, but I just kept telling myself after watching that press conference, I go, do you know how sad it has to be on a 2-hour delay and then lose by 30 on national television?
Yeah. Not good, Bob. Not good. At least they got all their TV commercials out of the way during the delay, and so they it was a good flow of the game at least once it started back up. Not a lot of commercials.
There was more effort from people throwing tortillas onto the field at the kick than there was Oregon State.
There's a lot of tortillas flying around.
Yeah.
I'd explain to my wife what that was.
Yeah, they just throw tortillas at kickoff. That's all they do.
See a couple pop up on the TV once the game starts, like,
they were forced to ban it for a while, and now they let them do it only on the opening
on the kickoff. Yeah.
Hey, you didn't have a punter drop a ball and kick the ball on the ground and return for a touchdown.
No, we had a punter be 8 yards behind the center.
Yeah, so
and the quarterback punted half the time because they
that
can't
was
trust
actually
that
a decent punt.
He was their best.
He had their best kick.
By far
he had their best punts.
That was a highlight of Saturday. Malik Murphy had some good punts.
But keep clapping.
Yeah,
keep clapping.
We're cheering him on.
45-0, and he's out there clapping for the defense. Come on, guys, let's go.
Those nice little points there in the fourth quarter. Nice little comeback.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I know on your show sheet you have 2 segments. I don't know how you're gonna do 2 segments on Oregon State because there's nothing to talk about. That team isn't worthy of being talked about, to be honest with you.
No, you're wondering, like, every weekend that goes on, can they find new demoralizing ways to lose? And the answer was yes on Saturday. Like,
See, how many it is demoralizing? I expected every bit of that ass whooping.
It was just to give up multiple first and 30s, second and 30s, and third and 30s, multiple of them for touchdowns. Like, that was a new creative way to give up points. When they'd get into a situation, you're like, hey, it's first and 35. And
Touchdown.
then the first play.
Touchdown.
Throw a screen pass.
The first play.
Touchdown.
The guy's jogging around after the guy, not playing with effort. And, that's usually indicative of not.
I came back to it after the weather delay, watched for a little, and I was like, nope, just no.
Would have pulled the Trent Bray audio, but the team doesn't even post his post-game press conference.
Yeah, I was looking for that on Saturday night.
There's nothing to say.
I read some quotes, and I'm like, I wonder if there's video of this, and I couldn't find it anywhere.
Really? There's nothing so he didn't say anything? He didn't talk to anybody?
What can he say?
He did. I read the quotes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Our friend Ryan Clark transcribed it at the Oregonian, but I did not see a video of it.
Why aren't you posting video?
I don't know. Yeah. Are they even... Who knows?
He held accountable.
Yeah. Do they have a staff there with a camera? Set up a camera?
Use a cell phone.
Yeah.
Jason Eck had a cell phone. We have a comment from Jason Eck, the New
We
Mexico coach. You know who talked after the game? Deshaun Foster.
Yeah.
You know who's not coaching UCLA anymore? Deshaun Foster. So your whole what is there to say? How about be accountable?
Yeah.
How about let me see you be accountable?
Go hire that Jason Eck guy. He's pretty good. He knows what he's doing.
I would give him the entire war chest.
Yeah.
I think
Just
he
take
might
it.
be that good.
$200 million, Jason Eck. Come on, buddy.
Alex Golish. You like South Florida? Yeah. Just come to Corvallis, Oregon. Why wait for a better job than
You're
that?
in a group of 5. Come be in a group of 5 over here. Come be on the West Coast. Closer to Russia, technically. Isn't he from Russia? He's got Russian ancestry.
Oh, man.